Hey Fight fans, how is everybody doing? It's been a while since I've had the opportunity to just sort of sit down and answer some people's questions. I often get asked a lot of questions on social media, but I don't always have the opportunity to reply to everyone, and it sort of gets repetitive after a while because I'll kind of answer the same question again and again. So I took this opportunity to sort of answer some of the questions that I'm often asked. So yeah, I went ahead and picked 5 questions. I'll do a couple more because I know that there was a hell of a lot more than 5 questions, but right now I took 5 questions and I'll go ahead and answer them for you. The first question is from Atif, and he's from Birmingham, and I was asked, how did I get into boxing? Well, it was interesting because I've always enjoyed boxing, and the only way that I can best describe it is, you know, when someone asks you, what sports do you like? You can ask 3 people, and each of them will have a different sport, and it's just because, you know, you can't really explain why you're gravitated towards one thing more than the other, but it's always been baseball and boxing for me. So to be honest with you, most people thought that I was somehow going to get involved with baseball, the Dodgers, because that was my favorite team, but in fact it ended up in boxing. So it surprised a lot of people, but you know, in the end I started interning for a couple of different online boxing channels and got my foot through the door, made my contacts, and created BehindTheGloves.com. It took a lot of, you know, hard work. It's not as easy as it seems. People think you just apply for credentials and you get approved, but in fact I had a pretty tough time because, you know, you have to reach a certain level of views on your channel before you can even be approved for certain things, and it's all been very worth it for me, but it took it's been a long 3 years to get to this point, but it's been a blessing in disguise. I never thought that something that I enjoyed watching so much, you know, as a child I used to go to Vegas, and I remember, you know, Oscar fighting and stuff like that, and I just remember thinking, God, I wonder what it feels like to sit ringside. I wonder what it feels like to be in that building, and to, you know, to sort of reflect back on that memory, that thought as a child, and to be where I am today. It's really humbling and really awesome. The next question was from Robert. He is from Riverside, California. Robert Diaz, sorry. I know some of you guys asked me to say your full name, so Robert Diaz from Riverside, California wants to know what my ethnicity is. Well, it's interesting you say that because I recently found out that I am more Native American than I knew. I always sort of grew up believing that I was part Mexican, but in fact we found out that I am actually just more Native American and don't have any Mexican in me. So grew up always sort of believing that I did, and it's really interesting to see how as an adult I'm starting to find out a little bit more about my background, but I am Native American, Spanish, French, Canadian, and German. Now there are some women out there that do watch my channel. Karina Hernandez from Boston wants to know, what kind of makeup do I use? I know you guys are probably going to fast forward this part, but the ladies, you know, I prefer to wear Laura Mercier just because she has amazing, just a bunch of different amazing bronze sort of skin tones that, you know, match my skin, because I always had such a tough time finding the exact color, the perfect color, where it didn't leave like some nasty little mark. And it's also really good for your skin. It's not harsh on your skin like a lot of the other brands out there. So I recommend Laura Mercier. The next question is from Amir F. from London. Wants to know what my favorite boxing event that I've attended, which fight that I've attended live. And I'm gonna have to say it was when I flew down to New York City and had to drive 3.5 hours north in North New York to attend the Lucas Matisse versus Ruslan Provodnikov fight. That hands down was the most exciting fight that I have personally sat through this year, and yeah, I'd have to say that fight for sure. The other question is from Joshua Thomas from Dallas, Texas, and he wants to know, have I seen Creed? And the answer is yes. I saw it the day it came out. I could not wait. I've always had like a small crush on Michael B. Jordan, so of course I'm gonna go and make sure I watch that movie. But it was actually really great. I think it's a fantastic storyline. I can definitely see there being a second, a third, if not a fourth. And I've always been a fan of the Rocky movies growing up, so to be able to see it sort of carry on the way that it has and see the way that the transitions of Rocky Balboa and where he is in his life now, I recommend anyone go and watch that film, because whether you're a casual fan or a true, diehard boxing fan, you're gonna enjoy it. Well, that concludes my 5 questions for today. You guys, I've actually, as you can see behind me, there's a green screen, and it's still green because I haven't yet to figure out exactly how to do all the editing. I do a lot of my own, camera work and editing, so I'm still learning. But I am going to be working on a couple of really exciting things that I think that the fight fans are really going to enjoy, and it'll be weekly. So make sure you guys tune in. BehindTheGloves.com has everything you guys need. You guys also want to download the app. It's free and it's available for the iPhone and the Droid users. So make sure you guys go ahead and do that. It's got some really cool features on there. And again, it's free. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye, fight fans.
Hi everybody, this is Michael Buffer, and let's get ready for BehindTheGloves.com.